Some stakeholders in the energy sector have called for increased government investment in renewable energy to close the gap of electricity deficiency in the country. They made the call while addressing newsmen on the need to provide affordable electricity supply to rural dwellers across the country. Corporate Commutations Officer of GRB Solar Investment Limited said solar energy needs to be seen as a major electricity source and not as an alternative.
We are making a clarion call on the government because last June, in June 2023, the electricity bill was signed. And in the electricity bill, there is a kind of clause that enable the corporate organization, even individuals, states, and even local council to engage in generation of electricity, distribution, and also transmission. So this would be a kind of a game changer if government will match the action of this electricity bill by investing in renewable energy companies in Nigeria for us to see the light of day of this realizable target that they have set, which of course we are working so hard to ensure that by 2030 Nigerians hope to have over 30% of the renewable energy sector contributing to the national grid. So it's time for us to make a kind of change, a positive change, a change whereby we no longer see solar energy as a kind of an alternative, but it can be a source of provision of electricity. It is to basically make a clarion call to the government to increase investment in indigenous renewable energy companies in Nigeria so that we can close the electricity gap in the country, especially in rural communities, underserved communities, and even unserved communities. In GRB Solar Investment Limited, we are a firm believer in the gains of collective action between the private sector and the public sector. And as a matter of fact, we are stepping into something very big, and that is why we are calling on government to increase their investment in renewable energy.
The solar project coordinator, Mrs. Clementina Kelechi, called for tax waivers for corporate organizations involved in manufacturing renewable energy products in the country.
About partnership with the federal government. Okay, like you say, tax waivers, that's a very good one. We are looking at that also for the government to improve on that already. Then, just imagine that we are manufacturing in this country and the federal government recommends that our local products should be used for any construction, for any installation in this country. I think that will go a long way in improving our economy. It is not like we abolish the importation entirely, but in a situation whereby most of our installations, we do them with our local products, that will encourage every other person, every other company to go into that manufacturing. But in a situation whereby we produce, but we still do not believe in our local products, we go outside the country to buy, I don't think that will encourage us. And then even the funding too, that will not be a bad idea. Even pushing money into those local fabrication factories, that will go a long way in helping us to improve in whatever we are doing.
Also, Mr. Prince Bernard, the head of Solar Department, spoke on a laudable project in Gwagwalada Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
Another of our projects we have executed, especially in the rural community, is in Palita Village, Gwagwalada Area Council. There we have over 150 kilowatt peak PV capacity with 384 kilowatt hour of energy storage system. Another project we have executed that is ongoing right now is that of the 1 megawatt power solution in Federal Head of Service. Now this system is actually a 1 megawatt solution, but it's splitted into two phases. And right now, phase 1 is ongoing with a capacity of 500 kilowatt and a battery storage capacity of 400 kilowatt hour. Now the phase 1 is actually ongoing and soon will be commissioned, maybe let's say in the next month, and the phase 2 actually will commence soon.